Why do we fall, sir? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up. Some men just want to watch the world burn. And you lost them, but that's all part of living, sir. But you're not living, you're just waiting, hoping for things to go bad again. I see the power of belief. Maybe it's time we all stop trying to outsmart the truth and let it have its day. And it also means losing someone that I have cared for since I first heard his cries echo through this house.
As a man, I'm flesh and blood. I can be ignored, I can be destroyed, but as a symbol, I can be incorruptible. I can be everlasting.
Justice is balance. You burned my house and left me for dead. Consider us even. We sacked Rome, loaded trade ships with plague rats, burned London to the ground. Every time a civilization reaches the pinnacle of its decadence, we return to restore the balance.
What you really fear is inside yourself. You fear your own power. You fear your anger, the drive to do great or terrible things. You must become more than just a man in the mind of your opponent. Justice? Crime cannot be tolerated. Criminals thrive on the indulgence of society's understanding. Training is love. The will is everything. The will to act. The vigilante is just a man lost in the scramble for his own gratification. He can be destroyed or locked up. But if you make yourself more than just a man, if you devote yourself to an ideal, and if they can't stop you, then you become something else entirely.
Which is?
Legend. Your anger gives you great power, but if you let it will destroy you.
Now that's power you can't buy. That's the power of fear. This is a world you never understand, and you always fear what you don't understand.
I lost many assumptions about the simple nature of right and wrong. To all of you phonies, all of you two-faced friends, you sycophantic suck-ups who smile through your teeth at me, please leave me in peace. Please go. Stop smiling. It's not a joke. Please leave.
It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me.
There's nothing to fear but fear itself.
Patients suffering delusional episodes often focus their paranoia on an external tormentor, usually one conforming to Jungian archetypes. In this case, a scarecrow. Perhaps you should have some to clear your head. I respect the mind's power over the body. It's why I do what I do.
The night is darkest just before the dawn. I promise you, dawn is coming.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
It's not about what I want. It's about what's fair! You thought we could be decent men in an indecent time. You were wrong. The world is cruel. The old morality. This chance. If you listened to me, if you stood up against corruption, instead of doing your deal with the devil.
Money is the only reason I'm still alive.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment. You know, you remind me of my father. I hated my father.
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you a stranger.
See, their morals, their code, it's a bad joke. Dropped at the first sign of trouble. They're only as good as the world allows them to be. I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
See, madness, as you know, is like gravity. All it takes is a little push. In their last moments, people show you who they really are. You know what I am? I'm a dog chasing cars. Now, our operation is small, but there's a lot of potential for aggressive expansion. Introduce a little anarchy. Upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos. I'm an agent of chaos. Nobody panics when things go according to plan, even if the plan is horrifying.
You don't fear death. You welcome it. Your punishment must be more severe. There's a reason why this prison is the worst hell on earth.
Justice is about harmony. Revenge is about you making yourself feel better.
Hero can be anyone, even a man doing something as simple and reassuring as putting a coat around a young boy's shoulders.